All right, guys, what's up? What's going on out there today? Brent Abel here at webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot? Yours truly with the serve. And yeah, we're going to play some serve and volley. And look, I could have stopped it right here, asked you about, but you've already seen it, right? You've already seen that I'm trying to carve this into the cross court alley, trying to stick it there in front of my partner, which I end up doing. And the opponent actually plays a really tough shot here. Cliff goes back over there, plays a defensive high backhand volley. And now we get to where we've paused the video, and I'm going to ask you what shot you would play right here. If this is you, what shot are you going to play? Look, the arrows that I showed you before, right? You could try to squeeze a drive, a backhand underspin drive right between the two opponents. You could certainly try to take this thing back cross court into the alley. To the right, that's always a possibility. But you know me, I'm always thinking, what's the premise of what's the right shot? Well, number one is going to be shot choice, but number two, what can you do with your next court position to enhance the shot choice? And for me in this thing, I'm not thinking I'm going to, from right here, that I'm going to hit a clean winner, right? I'm always thinking that, look, this is always going to be a two-shot play, right? And so my thought here is, let's go ahead and play this low, and let's play it slow. Let's, in terms of being able to buy some time, and let's see what we've got. We're going to try to get this thing down underneath this opponent. And where does he make contact? He makes contact, waist high, knee high, which is about the height of the net. And now from here, it's kind of go, okay, he could play this deep, right? He could volley this thing deep. You're going to be ready for it. Or he could go ahead and play a little drop shot that didn't really work out to be a drop shot, right? It ends up short, and now you got to put the afterburners on. You got to go. You got to go. And this is that situation where you got one shot. Court position after this is not going to happen, and you're going to go right in there between the two opponents. So there you have it. What's the point of today's episode? Well, the point is that sometimes when you're in a position to be able to have a next best court position, is that you don't go for an outright winner until you get into this situation where next best court position is you just got to go for it, right? There's no way that you could play a lob, put on the brakes, and be able to recover. So you got to put on the afterburners, and the afterburners require that you're actually doing some fitness stuff. You're doing that, right? And you can go ahead and play this. Look, I want to hear from you down below. What's on your mind with today's episode of What's the Right Shot? What would have been your shot choice? Would you have tried to go between the two opponents over there? Would you have tried to drive it into that corner right to the right? And what I'm hoping to take away today is, that you would have thought about this as a two-shot play. All right, guys, look, got an important video coming up here for you at the end of this point. And yeah, look, if there's one shot in your game, in your toolbox that needs help, meaning that the opponents in singles or that opponent in doubles is picking it apart because they know it's a weak shot, I want to help you clean that up so that it no longer is a liability in your game. That in fact, with some reps, some high quality reps, we can get it organized. Look, most players with whatever is a weak shot, quote unquote weak shot in their game, they've got most of it figured out in terms of the stroke technique. Let's call it 80%. It's just that one missing piece that you need to get cleaned up so that you can be super consistent with it and make sure that they stop picking on you. They stop picking on that one shot in your game. Right down below, there's a link that I want you to click, and let's get started with a free 15-minute call. You can describe to me exactly what's going on with that one shot and then I'm going to tell you how the program works. We're going to do a 30-minute recorded private one-on-one session, and yeah. So, all right, guys, that's it for me today. Here comes the video. Go, 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 go. Well, guys, it is Brent back here with you. I got a quick question for you, and that is, what is the one shot, the one stroke in your game that the opponent in singles or the guys in doubles, they just keep picking on because they know it's going to fall apart. It's going to break down, especially during important parts of the set or the match. I want to help you shore that up. I want to help you clean that up. And in reality, most players, stroke technique wise, they've got about 80% of the right stuff already baked in. It's that one thing, that one little tweak that needs to get fixed. And I want to help you do that so that you can become really consistent with whatever that one shot in your game is. The way we get started is right down below. I want you to book a free 15-minute introductory stroke fix session call with me. We get in the phone, and you let me know what it is, and I'm going to tell you how the program works so that we can get it fixed once and for all. Right down below, click the link. You'll be sent to my online calendar scheduler. You get to cherry pick a date and time that works best for you, and I will give you a call at that time. Right down below, click that link, and let's get started.